So I'm using the starting point for this video as the end point of this reflectionless glass recipe video, which is why this is number 2. Now, we got this effect and we'd matched it up to the effect of just turning off the reflection property in the render options, but we're doing this through material properties. Now, it may have occurred to you to wonder why these areas are dark and it's just not letting the light through but changing the direction of it. And the reason for that is that Bryce automatically puts in some kind of light attenuation to simulate the fact that we've got grazing angles through the glass and it looks darker, so that makes it look more glass-like, just as before it was providing us with some reflection. But what if we could negate this effect altogether and just have the optical property? So, but still have it change direction of light. So it's not like turning transmission off, it's like defeating this attenuation process. So a bit more experimentation here in the material lab led to another discovery, and largely accidentally, I must confess. So we've got this highly negative output here, and instead of using it to turn the reflection off, I'm just going to turn the reflection off and set it to 0, and I'm just going to set the diffuse value to 0. So this is just the glass effect. If we put this negative value into the transparency, it doesn't appear to do anything, and if you turn it up and down, nothing appears to be happening. So I thought, well, it wasn't doing anything. Then it occurred to me, hang on a minute, if I turn the transparency up and down, it should be making the material less transparent. So it is doing something via the alpha scaling. And then I noticed that if I just turn the transparency off, the optical properties are still present, but there's no reflection and there's no attenuation due to refraction. So this, by happy chance, gives us a material that acts like glass but doesn't reflect anything and doesn't attenuate the light as it goes through it due to refraction. And so that gives us a very quick, simple solution to that question. I do not know what use this material is, which is why I put this in there in the nuts and bolts section, but it might prove useful later on. So really, that's the end of the video. It's a very simple conversion of the previous material, and if you want to set that up, then you better look at that video first. So I hope you found this interesting, and we'll experiment with this process in your own renders.